Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Math with Mrs. O. I'm Ophelia Orate, a principal owner of a school, a math teacher, and an author of 21 books. Our lesson for today is investment problems. You can use this for your college entrance exams like UP or UPCAT, ACET, Ateneo College Entrance Test, USTET, PUPCET, even for your SAT, or even for your senior high school exams. Okay, let's proceed with problem number 1, but don't forget first to click the subscribe button. Number 1, part of 300,000 pesos is invested at 5% and the remainder at 7%. If the total annual income is 19,000 pesos, how much is invested at each rate? Now, in this kind of a problem, you have to use the formula income equals PRT. Because as you can see, it deals with simple interest, 5%, 7%. It's a simple interest problem. Nothing is compounded. So for simple interest problems like this, we have to use the formula I equals PRT. I stands for income, or the interest earned, or the amount that you really earn from deposits, from investments. That is what we call I, or income. P is for the principal for P. This is not the principal of your school, but rather the amount invested or the amount you deposit in the bank. R stands for rate of interest. Like in this case, you have 5%, 7%, and so on and so forth. So, PR, and then T stands for time. So time can be yearly or annually. Yearly, once a year. Annually, once a year. Semi-annually, meaning every 6 months, that is semi-annually. Or sometimes you can have quarterly, so every 3 months, so 4 times a year, that is quarterly, or every 3 months, or monthly, there, etc. There, that's the meaning of I plus PRT. So let's proceed to the problem. When I solve problems like this, I use a table. I come up with a table like this. I write the P, the R, the T, and the I for income. PRT equals I. Okay, let me read the problem again. Part of 300,000 is invested at 5%. So 300,000, part of it is invested at 5%. So at 5%, part of it, X, okay, part of 300,000 is invested at 5%, there. X is invested at 5%, and the remainder at 7%. So the remainder, which is 300,000 minus X, is invested at 7%. If the total annual income is 19,000, so that would mean here we have an income of I is PRT, so P times R times T. T, annual. Annual means once a year, so your T is going to be 1. So your income here is going to be 300,000 minus X, that's the P, R is 0.07. 7%, as you know, is 7 per 100 or 0.07 times 1. So PRT. So for the 5% investment, your PRT or your income is PX R 0.05 and T is 1. And then it says here that the total. So when you add the annual income, so .05x, remember this can be simplified as 0.05x. 0.05 times x times 1 is 0.05x. So the income at 5% and the income at 7% rate of investment, 300,000 minus x times 0.07 is equal to, the problem, 19,000. There, 19,000. So we now simplify. Take note that you have here a decimal and another decimal. In this case, when you are multiplying, when you have decimals rather, we better multiply 100 to all of the terms to remove the decimal point. And this becomes a real number. So we multiply everything by 100, everything, to the left and to the right. There, times 100. 100. So we have here, when you multiply by 100, you simply move the decimal point 2 places to the right. You have 5x plus, or move these 2 places to the right. So it becomes 300,000 minus x times the quantity 7 equals 19,000 times 100. So you copy the 19,000. Then simply add 2 zeros there. So it becomes 1,900,000. Then copy 5x again plus, there, distribute 7. 7 times 3 is 21 and copy the zeros. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So this is now 2,100,000 minus 7 times x is 7x equals 1,900,000. Now, we can combine 5x and negative 7x. That gives us negative 2x plus 2,100,000 gives us 1,900,000. You can now transpose this to the other side, so that will give you 2,100,000 minus 1,900,000 is equal to, when this is transposed to the other side, you get 2x. Now, what is 2,100,000 minus 1,900,000? You can do a shortcut like 29 minus 19, that will give you a 2. So this is now 200,000, then just copy the zeros, equals 2x. Did you get that style? We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 21 minus 19 is 2. We have 200,000. Then, to isolate x, divide both sides by 2. There you are. You get x is equal to 100,000. So, if x, or the amount invested at 5% is 100,000, how much do you invest here at 7%? So it's going to be 300,000 minus 100,000 will give you here a 200,000. And our x here is 100,000. Then add the peso sign, because It is in pesos. Now let's proceed with problem number 2. Offie invested $10,000, part at 2% per annum. This is annum. And the other part earning 3% a year. If she earned a total of 2.3% after a year, how much did she invest at 2% rate? So we do the same thing. This is a simple interest investment problem. So we use the formula P times R times T is equal to I. The income is equal to the principal, the rate times the time. Now, so let's fill up a table again. So this is our P, R, T, I, income. Offie invested 10,000, part at 2% per annum and the other part at 3%. Okay, so we can let X be the one invested at 2%. Why did I let X be the one at 2%? So that whatever X here is, it is already what is being asked in the problem. There. And since the total investment is 10,000, you can let the principal here be 10,000 minus X. There, at the one invested at 3%. A year per annum, our time is 1 again. So our income will be P times R times T. This is Px times R, 0.02 times T1. Let's simplify this. We get 0.02x. And again, apply P times R times T here to get the income of the 3% investment. So we get 10,000 minus X times 0.03 times 1. And it says here that she earned a total of 2.3% after a year. So we will have here the income at 2%, which is 0.02x, plus the income at 3%, which is, we can rewrite this as 0.03 times 10,000 minus x, is equal to 2.3%. 2.3% means 2.3 per 100, or it also means moving the decimal point 2 places to the left there. So that is 0.023 times the total investment 10,000. There. So now let's simplify. Take note that you have here 2 decimal places, 2 decimal places, and 3 decimal places. In this case, you have to multiply both sides by 1,000. Why 1,000? So that you can move the decimal point 3 places to the right, and this will become 23. Yeah. It is easier, remember, to be dealing with whole numbers than decimals. So we multiply everything here by 1,000 and here by 1,000. This times this, it will give you 1, 2, 3, or 20x. Okay, 1,000 times 0.03 gives you 1, 2, 3, or 30 times the quantity 10,000 minus x is equal to 1,000 times this. Move this 1, 2, 3. So that gives you 23 times 10,000. Now, simplify again. We have here 20x plus 30 times 10,000. 3 times 1 is 3. Count the number of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 300,000 minus 30 times x, that is 30x, is equal to 23 times 10,000. 23 times 1 is 23. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 230,000. Then solve for x. As you can see here, negative 30x plus 20x is negative 10x. And then you can transpose 300,000 to the other side. So that is going to be 230,000 minus 300,000. Subtract 300 minus 230 is 70,000. Copy the sign of the bigger number. Repeat, 230,000 minus 300,000 here. Subtract 300,000 minus 230,000 is 70,000. Then copy the sign of the bigger number. Negative 70,000. Then negative 10 times x. This is times x. Times x. Remove negative 10 or isolate x by dividing both sides by negative 10. Cancel that. There we have it. X is now equal to, negative over negative is positive. When you're dividing by 10, you simply remove 1 0, so we get $7,000. This is in dollars. So therefore, the answer to the question is, she invested $7,000 at 2% rate in order for her to earn a total of 2.3% after a year. I hope I was of help. Always remember to add kindness, subtract judgment, multiply understanding equals Mrs. O's good life equation. Don't forget to press the subscribe button down there. Thank you.